switching over. Okay, we are live, baby. People can see our faces on the internet.
Am I start yet?
Yeah. So we are, let's just do a quick recap for those of you that are watching. If you're watching or rewatching this video later, we did session 1 in person, like real life, together. It was super fun.
On the whole table.
At a table. And my computer even stopped working, so I had to read straight out of the book, like it was 1978 or something. But yeah, so we did a lot of stuff in the first session. I'll just do a quick recap of what has been going on. So you guys met at the North Look Inn in Bryn Shander to meet with Lynn Trollbane. She proceeds to tell you guys, and you guys all knew Lynn in one way or another over the last couple of years since you guys have been in Icewind Dale. So she brings you guys all together because she needs your help with something, and she says, "Come meet me at the North Look Inn." You guys meet her there, and you guys talk. She then decides to let you guys know that there's been a handful of murders taking place within Tin Towns. And people are being found that are murdered with ice daggers through their bodies and their hearts. They were found in East Haven, Targos, and then another one in Bryn Shander itself. So you guys, getting as much information as you can from Lynn, go and decide you're going to head to Targos and brave the 2-hour trek overland from Bryn Shander to Targos. And you guys head straight away to the Three Flags Sailing Tavern to find out, just information. Captain Lando feels like this is his hometown, being that he's, sea captain. And you guys chat with, I think, guys, I'll be honest with you, I kind of forgot the name of the person. So I think it was Alfred. Wasn't it Alfred?
Alfred's the inn guy.
Oh,
at the Three Flags.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, the Three Flags Inn. Yeah, it's
yep.
Alfred.
So you guys chat with Alfred
and his brother Malfred.
Malfred. So you guys chat with Alfred at the tavern, and he informs you that I think we called him Bob was killed 2 weeks ago out on the docks. You don't know much outside of the fact that he said that the daggers disappeared after you guys after they discovered the body and tried to examine it. The daggers melted away. And he says that the only information he knows, he doesn't know why Bob was killed, but he was chosen as a sacrifice from the town of Targos, and he tried to escape. He didn't want to be a sacrifice. So that's all Alfred really had to say, but he said go chat with the town speaker, who takes up residence in the Luskin Arms Inn, which is a little bit bigger of a inn and a bar for people that are joining, hanging out in Targos. And you guys chat with Owen, who is Alfred's brother. Owen is the barkeep, the innkeeper there, and he's a guy that sees a lot of things. So you guys kind of quiz him, and then you guys end up getting him to let you guys talk to Narth, who is the town speaker. And every town has a speaker. Narth is the town speaker for Targos. You guys have a conversation with Narth, and then eventually you guys do some examination out at the dock itself. You can't really glean a whole lot of information at that point, but you go out there, and I think you guys actually went back to the Three Flag Sailing and talked to other shipbuilders who were friends with Bob. They didn't really give you guys a lot of information either, I believe. And I should have really written stuff down when we were playing, but I didn't. So anyway, you guys get back to... You guys did a lot of back and forth. You guys went back to the Luskin Arms and chatted with Owen, and he says, hey, Narth hangs out with the militia leader, Scath, quite a bit. You guys should probably talk with Scath if you want any more information. Maybe he knows about what's going on. And you guys talk to Scath and get not much more information. You were quizzing him about Torg, the traveling merchant crew that comes through, as maybe some of the timing of their existence around Targos being around the same time that Bob was killed may have been suspicious, but you can't really get any concrete information. And so you guys decide to sleep on that information at the Luskin Arms, and you're ready for more adventure on the next day. And at this point, it is now the next day, and we are off to the races. What would you like to do?
All right, we didn't go to the next town, or did we stay here? Maybe we were just talking about going to the next town.
Well, you didn't go to the next town because I just said you didn't.
Love it. Okay.
We were talking about next time when we wake up, going to that place with the mysterious water that was going on.
I think Bremen, right?
Yeah, because we thought that we were on to something when it came to Scath, and then we met with him and we were all absolute dum-dums and did nothing.
Yeah, that was definitely
the conversation went nowhere because all of us totally forgot why we were even talking to him. So
yeah.
So yeah, I think the game plan was for us to head to the town with the mysterious water issues.
Yes.
I think that was Bremen, right?
Bremen was the town northwest of here. Also, who has the dagger that the guy gave us?
I think Steven.
Steven,
I think Lando's got it.
Lando, you have the.
I have the ice dagger.
Okay, cool. Trying to remember everything.
In the meantime, Uncle Chubbs would like to wake up and go out of his room and knock on everybody's door of pure excitement that it's a new day.
Okay.
So Uncle Chubbs is going to literally go to each door. He's just knocking and be like, "Oh, good morning, everybody! Good morning! Good morning, y'all!"
Well,
Lando does not go to the door or answer this call.
He also starts screaming ice pints. Ice pints! Ice pints!
Who gave him an ice pint this early? It's not 5 o'clock yet.
Pipe down, wizard boy.
Oh, good morning, Fred.
So I'll come out into the hall with the other guys. Well, you think this place has some good breakfast?
And you guys hear some commotion downstairs, but it's pretty early. It's probably like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, where is the stairs? Oh, there's the stairs.
I'd like to go closer to the staircase and listen downstairs to see if we can identify the commotion.
Okay. You just hear some clanging of maybe some pots and some silverware, and some things being rustled around downstairs. That's what you hear at this point.
All right. Well, did anybody try to wake up Lando?
Lando is definitely awake and making sure that his sweet goat hoodie looks perfect. He wants it to look rugged, but dashing without it looking like he put effort into it.
Oh, Lando! Hey, you in there? You can see Uncle Chubbs is like putting his face down at the bottom of the door, trying to look into the room.
Lando's like looking in the mirror, and then he looks over at the door, and then he looks back, and he continues to adjust himself.
Uncle, I think Lando's putting on his makeup.
All right. Well, let's leave him to it. I'm down. Let's go downstairs and see what all this ruckus is.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, you guys are heading downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Stand by. grab you. So you guys head downstairs. There's literally nobody inside the tavern, the inn at this point, besides Owen, who you recognize behind the bar, just fiddling around with a few things, trying to, just get moving, get the day started.
I walk over, say, "Man, Owen, this place is pretty dead in the morning."
Yeah. We don't get a lot of visitors in the morning. Like ever.
Does that mean you don't have any good breakfast?
I haven't had good breakfast here in like 3 years. You kidding me?
No. All right. Well, I guess I'll settle for this bad breakfast. I'm hungry.
All right. Fish soup then. Is that okay? That's really all the thing we have around here.
But that's what we had for dinner.
Yeah, it's standard fare.
It's all right.
This is Alfred, right?
Owen.
Owen.
It says his name right underneath his character right there.
It does not.
It does not.
Owen, my boy, did anything suspicious happen last night?
Owen.
It's 2 N's. That's how they said it.
2 N's? Oh, really?
Yep. I'm sorry. What was that, Mister?
Did anything suspicious happen last night after we went upstairs?
Nope. Pretty normal night in Targos.
What is a normal night in Targos?
Sad, depressing, not a lot going on, hardly any customers. You guys have been the most interesting thing happen here in like a week.
I'm glad we could entertain you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Would you like to buy anything?
Not particularly.
You don't want any fish soup for breakfast?
Sure.
Okay.
But only a moderate amount.
A moderate amount. I mean, I just have one size bowl, and so...
Fill it halfway.
Fill it? Okay. A half pour, huh? Sounds good.
Oh, no.
Jesse, is Owen... Which one is Alfred's brother?
Owen.
Is Owen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Owen is.
Okay. I just needed to clarify. Sorry.
Nope, no worries.
Uncle Chubb speaks up. Well, Malfred, you know exactly what I'm looking for.
No, I don't. What are you looking for?
You know I want my special ice pint. It's a specialty here now.
Ice pint. Well, you're gonna have to go get me some ice outside because I'm
Hey,
not gonna go outside and get it myself.
Alfred, I know the drill. Uncle Chubb's already strolling out the door.
At this point, Lando comes downstairs and is fully aware of the quality of breakfast
Okay.
in this part of the world at this point. And he eats his fish soup or whatever.
Okay. So yeah, Owen goes and gets fish soup. It's lukewarm because there's not a lot of heating elements happening, and he just says, "Here you go," and he throws down 4 bowls for you guys, one for each, a half pour for Tharsis.
Much appreciated.
Thanks, Owen.
Oh yeah, anytime. I mean, it's just great to have customers, honestly. Sorry, I don't have more to offer.
You guys want to go to the town that has the water problem? I already forget its name.
Yeah, what was the actual problem with that town? It was
Yeah, can you refresh our memory on the
fish were
the water
disappearing,
problems?
or-
Yep, there was issues with something happening on the lake that was preventing fishing from happening.
Yeah, I say we go investigate that. I think we've done about as much investigating here as we can.
Yeah, let's make our way.
Yeah, who knows if we help fishing up farther in the lake, maybe these people will have a better life. They can also catch some fish.
Yep, let's head over to Bremen.
Okay, stand by.
I'm not
Wait,
familiar
was it-
with this area, so I don't know if the water is the same here that it is where we're going.
It is Bremen, right?
Yeah. All right, you guys head outside. Stand by. Bloop, 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 bloop. And as usual, you are greeted with freezing cold. Snow is everywhere. And visibility's a little bit limited right now. And so as you guys are trudging through the snow and through town, you guys hear like a dog barking over the whistle of the wind, and a wolf-sized sled dog with light gray fur runs towards you, dragging a broken leather harness behind it.
Oh, look at the sweet puppy there. Look at you, puppy. What are you doing?
And
Beast.
he runs up to you guys, and he looks frantic. And
No,
it starts whimpering.
I don't know if you guys see this, but this does not seem like this puppy is doing really well. What's happening here?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
reach into my pocket and grab some rations,
Okay.
and I'm like, come here. And then I give the dog some rations, or
And it-
I try to.
And it just shakes its head, and it clearly, in its body language, is like that of it's trying to lead you somewhere.
I think he wants us to follow him.
Sorry, I was trying to see if I could, as a druid, I was trying to see if I could do anything yet to change and talk to him at all, but I don't know.
What's going on there? What's going on, little dog?
And it just
Does he have any collar or anything? Tags?
no collar. He just has the broken leather harness that's like dragging behind him.
Uncle Chubbs just starts walking from where the dog came from. Doesn't even talk to the team at all. Just starts walking from where the dog came from.
Okay, the dog stays with the rest of the group, and it's starting. It like walks in a direction, and then it turns back and looks at you guys, and then
I guess it
starts.
wants us to
And
follow
then
it.
it starts like barking.
Let's
I
follow
wonder
the
if he's in
dog.
trouble. Let's go.
This could be a trap. Keep your eyes open.
Uncle Chubbs turns around as he's walking the opposite way. He goes, "Where you guys going?"
We're following the dog. Chubbs, let's go.
Oh, well, all right then.
Okay, so you guys start following the dog. It notices that you're following it, and it leads you through because you guys are here. You guys are like right out here. It leads you like through this direction here. Okay, it's just going, and it brings you to this building right here. And as it approaches, you guys are following it. The dog starts to scratch on the door. Yes, thank you, Stephen, for the map drawing. It starts to bark and it starts scratching at the door. And after like 5 seconds of that happening, a lady opens the door, and she is probably in her mid-30s, and opens the door, and the dog races right inside. And when she sees the dog, and she basically is like her eyes get really wide, and she starts like freaking out. And she's like, "Where did you find Boy at? Where did you find Boy at?"
Well, he just came up running to us, and we tried to figure out what he was doing, and we just started following him, and this is where he led us.
Oh my gosh, this is not good. Yeah, my husband, he leads people on expeditions up the mountains, and Boy's like the lead dog of their dog sled crew. Like there's no other dogs. Did you see anybody else with the dog?
This is the
No.
only dog we saw.
Oh my gosh. Come in.
Oh, thank you. It's so cold out here.
Oh yeah. It's too cold. Like we can talk more inside.
I walk in.
And she invites you guys all in. She just kind of waves you in. The dog's already inside.
Oh, well, thank you for having us.
And she
What does the inside of her place look like?
Yeah, the inside of her place is pretty modest. It looks like just one giant room, and there's some furnishings. There's the kitchen. There's like a kind of a rickety old kitchen table, and then like a bedroom area. But it looks like a studio apartment kind of thing. It's pretty modest. And she just invites. She's like, please take a seat at the table. I'll get you guys some warm cider, and yeah, please go ahead, take a seat, and we'll discuss things after we get a little bit more warm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's your name, man?
My name's Keely.
Kiwi.
Did she say kiwi?
Keely.
like the fruit.
No, Keely.
Key.
Like in Ted Lasso.
Yes.
I don't know this Ted guy.
Who has a lasso?
Wait, this Ted guy's got a lasso? That's cool.
She just speaks up. Who's Ted? Does he have a lasso? I don't understand. Anyway, I'm gonna make some more
Oh,
cider.
he's just a popular guy in a town I come from.
Oh, okay. And
So
she
tell me-
turns around and starts making the cider for you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm Captain Lando.
Nice
And
to
these
meet
are-
you.
These are my my cohorts here. These are this is my crew.
Oh, your crew. Are you like the leader?
Yes, ma'am. I'll let them introduce themselves, though.
Okay. And she's still making cider as you guys are talking. Like her back's to you guys at this point. And she just kind of like every once in a while kind of glances over and acknowledges but you could tell like she's a little flustered.
Well, my name is Uncle Chubbs, and I'm here, and I brought you a gift. Thank you so much for letting us be able to come in your home. And Uncle Chubbs pulls out of his sack that he has a glob of snow and puts it on the table next to her.
And
How generous of you.
she says, "Wow, thank you," and she continues on.
My name is Tharsis.
Hi.
Yeah. And my name is Bakugo, but you can ignore the ice on the table. It's just a thing he does. He wants
Okay.
to put it in a drink. I don't know.
And she says, "Do you want it in a cup, Mr. Chubbs?"
I'll take it in any cup, pot, pan, you name it. Whatever you got, I'll take it. I just appreciate it.
Okay, she scoops the ice up with her bare hands, and she puts it into a cup for you, and then she brings the rest of the ciders to the rest of you guys as you guys are all sitting down the table, and she sits next to you, and she just says, "Well, I was born in 10 towns, but my husband came from a wealthy family in Neverwinter. His name was Garrett, and he didn't care much for city life. So when I met him, he was working as a guide, and he loves the outdoors, and he lives to climb mountains. So a few days ago, Garrett was hired by some adventurers to lead them up to the slopes of Kelvin's Cairn. His plan was to take adventurers to Cair Koenig, the town at the foot of the mountain, and where they would, acquire gear and be properly outfitted. And then he would lead them up the mountain. And he took 6 of our dogs, and Boy here was one of them. And he's clearly Garrett's favorite. That's probably why he was being as frantic as he was. And you can see Boy is in the corner, like in the room with you guys. And he's not like relaxing and sitting down or laying down. He's like kind of like pacing a little bit, like looking at what you guys are all doing. And she continues on saying, Garrett raised him from just a pup. Boy would never leave Garrett's side unless something terrible had happened.
Do you notice this harness? He's got this harness in his mouth. Do you recognize that?
Yeah, that's from the sled that our dogs carry the folks and the gear behind, in front of.
How long ago did Garrett leave on this adventure?
It was probably 4 days ago.
And when was he expected to be back?
He should have been back today or tomorrow. So I'm shocked that Boy's here by himself. It definitely doesn't look good. I feel like it's a lot to ask, but is there anything I could do to persuade you to go up and find him? And the people that hired him?
This is a very dangerous adventure. Q's up in Kelvin's cairn.
Yep, and Kelvin's cairn. Time is of the essence. I just, if something bad's happened to him, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
I'm not sure that we've got the equipment necessary to head that direction, I'll be honest. We may need to acquire some gear to make sure that we don't lose our own lives saving your husbands.
I mean, you can visit Frozen Far Expeditions in Caer Konig, and, you can see if they'll maybe loan you some gear. Just let them know Garrett hasn't come back, and one of the sled dogs came back, and they know Garrett very well.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he was supposed to be back today, then maybe he's not so far up the mountain where we may not need as much equipment. I don't know. Maybe we should go to this outpost and see if he's made it that far. Or which direction is this mounted in?
Yeah, hold on a second.
We were on our way to Bremen, so if this is on the way, we would be happy to help.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the opposite direction. It's more northeast, past Caer Dinvel, and then that's where Caer Konig is. You definitely would want to take the path through Bryn Shander, and then up through Caer Dinvel, and then up to Caer Konig, and then Kelvin's cairn is just northwest of Caer Konig. It's really not that far. It'd probably be a day's trip for you guys.
A day's trip to
Caer Konig.
Outlook before the mountain?
Yeah. From Targos. Yeah, from where we're at now.
Well.
And she's like shuffling around now, like she is very shaken, like very distraught. You can tell like this is not normal for them. And she gets up and she like kind of shuffles to the other part of the house, and she grabs a piece of art that she has, and she's like, I'm an artist, and I made this, and it's not much, but you guys could probably, I don't know, you can have it and you could sell it. I don't know what it'd be worth, but some people buy my art, and whatever you can sell it for, it's the money's yours. Like that's all I can really offer. I don't have anything else.
Oh, what a lovely painting you have here.
And you don't have any equipment here that we can take to make our journey a little bit easier?
I don't have anything. Garrett takes everything every time. And so it's not only a rescue mission for Garrett, but Maybe you can even recover some of our stuff. It's the only thing that keeps food on the table is when he's able to take folks on adventures like this.
Tough
Can
life your husband has chose.
Can I walk over to the dog and see if I can somehow connect to it?
Okay.
Just even in like a bonding moment, can I roll for that?
Do you have anything like? I guess you can roll animal handling.
Okay, I was gonna say if not that, my heart and soul.
I mean, you should definitely check your character sheet and look over all your things to see if you have anything that relates to animals. Outside of just a simple, like, check, but you can totally make a check if you want.
I do not believe I do. I remember.
Will this be an animal handling check?
Yes.
I don't have anything, and I just rolled, and I got a 9.
Okay. Boy looks at you and he kind of twists his head and like shuffles his feet around, like very anxious.
Uncle Chubb stands up because he was on his like knees, stands up and turns around to everybody and goes, "Well, I gotta be honest with you, boys. I think we need to help him."
Yes, I'm inclined to help too. Hopefully, the fish situation that we were going to go investigate isn't as dire as this.
It does seem less urgent, but we need to make sure that we're not constantly distracting ourselves from our mission.
Yes, I agree. I do believe that East Haven is along the way a little bit. So after we check on Garrett's condition, we can swing by there on our way back through to Bremen. We would have had to gone that way anyway at some point.
Yeah, maybe we can find some information about these murders.
Yeah, I think we can swing by Bryn Shander and see when the council is going to meet again. Maybe on our way back, we'll line up our timeline and we can see them.
We will need to take the dog. He will guide us to where your husband was.
That's perfect. I was going to say the same thing. And I think Boy would be more than happy to accompany you guys.
All right. So you said his name was Boy, yes?
Yeah, Boy. His name's Boy.
All right. Listen, come here, Boy.
And he goes right to Bakugo.
I pat him on the head and ask, "So you want to show us where your master is?
And
Where's Garrett?"
And he just jumps up and down and like really excited, and then starts heading towards the door and scratching the door.
Is there any other information you can give us, Keeley, before we head off?
No, I feel like time is of the essence. Like I said, you can have this art, you can sell it, to somebody, and like I said, you probably won't get much, but you might get something. And I think, heading straight to Caer Konig is the best route. You can ask the folks over at Frozen Far what's going on. The last time they saw Garrett, and that's the best. That's all I got. I think you guys look very much capable of finding Garrett, and I have so much faith in Garrett's survival skills that there's a chance he's still alive if Boy is acting like this.
Right. Sounds good. You guys all ready to go?
Let's go get him.
Into the cold.
Let's do it.
Okay. You guys head out, open the door, head out. And as you guys walk out, she says, "Thank you so much. You guys have no idea how much this is going to help. I really hope you can find him."
We'll do our best.
All right. You guys walk outside and you head out of Targos.
Kier Denival or Kier Konig?
Caer Konig.
Kier Konig.
This guy right here. This is Kelvin's cairn, right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you guys would know that, like, you guys kind of know where things are, technically, you know. Okay, let me read something real quick. Let's see.
It's weird hearing somebody selling pistachios while we were in her home.
Is that what was going on?
In the soundtrack, yeah.
I'll switch it up here.
There's a lot of chatting.
There we go. Okay. You guys want to start heading towards Caer Konig?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we? I mean, obviously, we're going to walk through Bryn Shander. Can we take a moment and ask if, like, this city guard or anyone is there who can tell us when the next town speaker meeting is going to be?
Yeah. You can.
Because we're going to walk through the town anyway, yeah?
Good
Yes.
idea, Bukago. Let's ask on our way.
How long of a journey is this to
So
Konig?
So it's 7:45
Yeah.
at this point in the morning. After you guys ate and then found the dog and then had this conversation with Keely. And basically it's a 3-hour trip to Bryn Shander. So that'll get you to 10, and then it's another 11 hours after that to get to Caer Konig.
So 9 p.m.
If you want to go that route. If you want to go straight to Kelvin's cairn, it's a different route.
Oh, I see.
How important is it for us to know the next meeting?
I don't know, not terribly important, but if we're walking through the town, I would think it wouldn't slow us down.
If the route's shorter, is the route shorter, Jesse, for us to go through?
No.
Go a different way? It's the same thing.
Yeah, because there's like a trail and a road that leads to all the different towns. A lot easier to travel that way.
Where was the outpost at that we were supposed to?
Conan.
Okay,
Konig.
got it.
And I feel like they said that they were going to go up to the Cairn and then back to Koenig. So if we follow the same trail that he was going to take, I would assume we would have a better chance of finding him than if we try to like come at the mountain from a different direction.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll pass through Bryn Shander and see what we can find on the way.
All right, stand by. My camera's not working. I don't know why it's not working, but it's not working.
I mean, if it's going to slow us down, we don't have to ask, but
No, I think if we're going through it, it's not a big deal.
This is certainly out of the way.
how can we say no to a damsel in distress?
I don't know why my camera's not working. Okay.
How good is the painting?
Yeah, good question. The
Oh, yeah, who has it? Is it like an item or is it just a custom item?
it's just a custom item, so you would recognize it as a simple piece of art that wouldn't really wow anybody. And
What about Uncle Chubbs?
yeah, I mean, who knows? Uncle Chubb's got some
Uncle
weird
Chubbs was
taste.
pretty excited about it.
He was. Uncle Chubbs was very
There
stoked.
we go, back up and running. Yeah, so
Very
it
excitable.
looks like what we would probably consider abstract art. You're not really sure how she got paint those colors, but somehow she did. It just looks like paint strokes like all over the canvas, and it's like an 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper size in a frame.
All right. Should we start traveling?
Let's travel.
Okay, you guys head straight to Bryn Shander, and it's about a 3-hour trek from Targos, or 2-hour trek from Targos to Bryn Shander. No, 3 hours. Apologize. And you guys want to chat with some folks?
Yeah, is there like a guard at the wall?
Okay, so you guys are coming in from the north gate, and yeah, there's two guards at the wall.
At the west gate? Where are we coming?
You're at the north
North
gate
gate.
right now.
North gate. Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here.
Well, hey there. How are you two doing?
We're good. What do you need?
We're just passing through Bryn Shander, but
No
we were
doubt.
wondering if you, and also we've been looking into these horrible murders that have been happening recently. Have you heard about these?
Oh yeah,
They're all over.
all over. I thought there was only 3.
Well, they've
Pretty
been
spread
spread
apart.
out.
even for
Doesn't
3.
seem too bad for 10 towns, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's a pretty good chunk. But anyway, we were hoping that maybe you could help us out and let us know if you had seen anything unusual.
I mean, we're trapped in perpetual winter. Everything's unusual.
Of course. Well, maybe, how about, do you know when the next town meeting is?
The next town meeting? I don't know, man.
Who might know that?
Probably somebody at the North Look.
Oh, the North Look, that's not too far into town, is it?
No, it's literally right there. And he turns around and points at the building closest to you guys.
Well, Bukago,
Oh, I see it. I see it. It's right there.
we head on in.
Yeah, let's stop in there and see if they know.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work, guys.
Uncle Chubbs hands them both a scoop of snow.
And they just look at it, and they don't say anything. They don't react to it at all.
Did you see how excited they were about the snow?
I think they loved it.
Maybe they haven't heard of ice pipes.
I also think they loved it.
All right, so I'm gonna go knock on the door at North Look.
All right. The door just opens as you knock it.
There it was. I heard it. Okay, so I will walk inside. Oh, there's a map and everything. Look at that. Where? Oh, there it is.
Oops.
Oh, this is where we were before.
Yeah, this is where you guys met Lynn Trollbane, and yeah, you guys walk in. I'm gonna move you guys over the front door. Sorry.
I definitely, I
Sounds a
definitely
lot
knew that
busier.
this is the place I was going.
I'd like
I'm gonna
to
let
look.
you guys figure out. I'm gonna let you guys figure out what's going on with the town meeting. I'm gonna go over here next to the fire real quick.
I'd like to look around the bar and just see who looks like authoritative
Yeah.
presence.
Is there any names under these people? Oh, the bartender has one. Okay, so we assume no one else that we know.
Yeah, you don't know anybody else. They're all just pretty common folk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will accompany Lando up to the bar.
And Ben says, "Oh, you guys are back so soon, huh? Couldn't handle it out there."
We've been doing fine. Just some investigating.
Yeah, I just like to jab my customers every once in a while. I like to keep it real, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, that's good. Good for the spirits.
Yeah. Can I get you guys a drink?
Of course. We just came in from Targos.
Oh, that's a long journey in the middle of the freezing cold. Congratulations,
Well,
you didn't die.
It was only
Seems
3
like
hours.
we can take it.
Oh man, wow. I'm impressed. Not gonna lie.
Well, we also have a bowl for our canine friend here.
Oh yeah. What's his name?
This is Boy.
Oh, of course. Here, and he pulls out a big giant bowl of water and like an old, like large bone for him.
Thanks, man. He's gonna like that. He's been running a lot. We're on our way to find his master, who we think is lost up in the mountains. We just stopped in for a minute. We were hoping you could tell us when the next town speaker meeting was.
Oh man, are you guys joking or are you being serious?
I was being serious. Why was that be a joke?
Well, nobody knows when the town speaker the council of speakers meet. Nope, they don't tell anybody.
No, is it? I was told it was like every quarter.
Maybe. I don't know who told you that. I don't know. It's very infrequent. It's very rare that we hear anything that all the town speakers are meeting together.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
You could probably go to the council hall and they might know when, maybe. I don't know, because that's where they meet.
Oh, okay.
But good luck getting information out of them. The meetings are kind of supposed to be top secret. You're kind of supposed to not know that they're happening, but everybody knows that they're happening.
One of those things, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me this, Ben. When is that caravan coming back?
Which caravan?
The one that comes through town to sell the goods.
Oh, Torgs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Torg. Hard to say. They come through here maybe once every 7 weeks.
Do you remember the last time that you saw him?
Oh, it was probably about four weeks ago now.
Were they headed off to crap, where were we? Targos? Were they headed there, or were they headed somewhere else?
Well, honestly, I don't know. I spend most of my time in here, and I don't have time to deal with them or go out and enjoy looking at their goods. So I don't know.
All right. Well,
But they were here about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I can tell you that.
Do you know which direction they were heading?
Like I said, I have no idea. They make shop in the middle of town, and then when they leave, I don't see it. It's usually in the middle of the night. And I'm over here serving my drunk customers. They're my favorite.
well, you do seem to be doing pretty good business right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's easy in Bryn Shander, the busiest hub in all of 10 towns.
Yeah, it's definitely not this hopping in Targos.
Oh, Targos. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably struggling. Makes sense.
All right. Well, thanks you for the information. We better head on, see if we can help the boy's owner here. He might be trapped out in the snow. We're not sure.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. Where was he at?
Except in
Cairn Noir.
Cairn.
Kelvin's Cairn?
Yeah.
You guys might want to be careful about that.
Is that a dangerous place?
One of the most dangerous places in all of ten towns. Yeah.
What kind of danger are we in for?
Well, there's the crag cats. You got yetis up there. Who knows what other things you might find? So just be careful.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Would we know in this town where to, like, if there was like a weapons dealer? Because we've been here.
You would know. Give me a second, and I can look at it. Stand by. Do.
Maybe we should arm up if we're gonna encounter some
I think you're right. I think it'd be
violent.
wise to make sure we're equipped to handle anything that come our way. I mean, there could be yetis, he said. I've got my swords, but all the same.
Let's see. This actually might be a good time to take a break and grab a snack, and
Perfect.
I can do a little bit of more research on that. So
We'll do it.
we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. All right, heading back. We are now back to it, live, having fun, good times. All right, so you guys are currently at the Northlook Inn, and Ben, after hearing you guys talk about or asking about where you can potentially buy weapons, he says, "Oh yeah, absolutely. You're gonna want to head over to." Dang it, where was it? Seriously, Jesse?
Come on, man.
Get it together.
Yeah, bro.
You're going to want to head over to Black Iron Blades. Two dwarves run a little blacksmith over there. They're also an outfitter. They don't have a lot, obviously. There hasn't been a lot of ways to get material into town. But they have some kind of a selection. It might be worth it, exploring.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Okay. You guys head on out.
What's the name of the owner of this shop we're going to?
You don't know.
It's probably Bend Dover.
Yes, Ben.
Nice.
Dixie Normus.
And that's why this is PG-13 for all of the audiences at home.
Uncle Chubb's making it so.
Pants party.
All right, so you guys are...
She's a famous TikToker.
So Ben says, yeah, just head to Black Iron Blades. It's literally just south down the street. It's the last building on your right before you get to the main town center. There's a sign on the building. You're not going to miss it. It's
All
right
right, thank you. All right, so we leave and we walk down to
Walk
Black
down the street.
Iron Blades.
Yep.
With our faithful hound.
Yep, boys following
tow.
you guys. And, yeah, it's freaking cold outside, as normal. And you guys head down. It's about a 3-minute walk. It's a pretty big town, so it takes you guys a little bit of time with the cold and just the ice everywhere and snow. And you guys finally get there to Black Iron Blades. And you walk in. And as you walk in, you see two dwarves working the billows.
Hey there, gentlemen.
I was waiting for us to go into the town, but there's not a map for this.
I don't have a map for this, no.
Oh, okay.
Theater of the mind.
We're in a shop.
Oh,
There are aisles. There are red symbols. The circle. And then a smaller circle. And then a red dot in the middle. There are deals everywhere.
What?
We're in Target.
I'm describing Target.
Yeah.
Bakugo's got it.
I was there with you.
Um,
Anyways.
Uncle
Hello,
Shep,
gentlemen.
Uncle Shep sees some a little area in the front that almost looks like it would be maybe like $1 or $2 worth section, and goes straight to that.
So as you enter, you guys definitely see it's really dark in there. Really, the only light illuminating the room is from the fire, and you just see rusty blades hanging out on the wall, and it doesn't look like a really nice place. And when Lando hears when Lando says, "Hello, gentlemen," the two dwarves turn around and they say, "Excuse me, we are not men." And they both start walking forward, and you could tell that they're two dwarf ladies.
Oh, of course. I was talking to the shopkeep over there. You lovely ladies.
No, who?
We were just about to head up to try to rescue somebody. We're heading up through Karakonig to Kelvin's Cairn, and you look like you're some experts. Would you be able to advise us on perhaps some equipment that would be vital to our rescue?
Well, what do you got?
What do we have?
What do we have? That's a good question.
Well, I'd like to know from you what we don't have.
Well,
What
I have
don't
some
you? I don't
rope.
know. What do you have? I can't tell you what you don't have.
I have a long sword and an axe.
We have some snowshoes, some rope.
Myself, I've got a couple of dagger, rapier,
Great.
and a short sword.
Great. Those are good.
I
What-
got these 2 little point things here, and I flinging around 2 daggers.
And she just says, like, what do you need our help with? Sounds like you guys are well equipped. Better than most around here.
Well, we may be equipped to take on maybe some enemies or wild animals, but I was looking more things to survive the elements.
Do you have your cold weather gear?
We do.
Great.
Is-
You're already ahead of most of the people that live in 10 towns.
Well, do you think that we are equipped enough to take on a Yeti?
And she just starts laughing. She's like, oh man, you're one of those people, huh? You guys think you can go and fight a Yeti, no big deal. You know how many mercenaries come through here telling me the same thing, and I never see them again.
This is why we come to you.
And the sister says, they're just gonna die. Why are you even, like, acknowledging them?
We may die, young lady, but don't you want our money if that's going to happen?
I mean, we'll take your money, but you just tell us what you want. And she points to the walls with the rusty swords and the blades and the hammers and the spears. Well, anything you want up there?
So do they don't have everything on this list?
No, they don't.
Do they have a signal whistle?
They
That
have
might be
simple
handy.
melee weapons on that list. They have...
Do you have hunting traps that are big enough to maybe take down hold on to a Yeti?
Unfortunately, no.
I would have thought those would be a popular item around here.
Well, most folks try and stay away from Yetis outside of our stupid mercenaries.
Of course.
Remember?
Are you able
I
to
remember
order
one time
hunting
seeing
traps?
a Yeti.
Sorry, what was that, old man?
I just said I remember seeing a Yeti one time from a distance.
And you're still alive?
He tried to sell me soup.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to worry about him. He'll be all right soon. This is Uncle Chubbs, and he is... Well, he's very good at certain things. And it's very interesting all around, other than those things.
And one of the other one that's not mainly talking, she speaks up and she says, I bet you're a hoot at a bar when you're drunk.
He likes to make snow cones.
You ever heard of an ice pipe?
No, what's an ice pint?
I'll be honest, this is one of those things you should listen to him about. You should go to the Northmuck, ask for an ice pint.
Okay.
Isn't
Yep.
that right, Uncle Chubbs?
I mean,
Yep, he's right. He's right.
we visit the North Look all the time. I'll definitely ask next time I'm there.
Uncle Chubb's ice pint. Go ahead and snag one. That's my tagline.
Oh, okay. Great. So anyway, is there anything in here that you guys are interested? We'll totally sell you something.
I realized that I have everything, so I'm good.
Okay. What about
You
you,
have-
Mr. Captain Guy?
Should we all? Does everybody have a signal whistle?
Yeah, I was trying to see if they had them to sell. I think we should all pick one up.
I think so too. I think those might come in handy.
Signal whistle.
They're 5 CP and they're under the long list of other adventuring gear towards the bottom. It's like 10 from the bottom.
And she says, yeah, we got plenty of signal whistles.
I'm gonna buy add to. All right, I will buy one of those.
And she pulls them out and she says, we can get these off dead people all throughout 10 Town, so hopefully there's not any blood on them.
Thank you so much. These are so perfect for what we need. Now, your ladders. I see you have some ladders. Are any of those portable ladders?
No, these are our
Or we might be
ladders.
able to... No? Okay.
These are our ladders. You can't take our ladders. Sorry.
Thought maybe they were for sale.
No.
Going across ice cracks and whatnot.
No, sorry. We got to use these for hanging up our merchandise. And
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
it's very
See,
important
they're
for
on
us.
rollers. That's very clever of you.
Would these tents help us out in the cold any more than our cold weather gear?
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'd say 2 of them would probably house all of you guys, but I don't know. It'll probably just stop the wind. It's not going to make you any warmer.
Just stopping the wind is pretty good.
What do you think, guys? Should we get some tents? It was 1 gold each, and we can get 2 of them.
Let's do it. I have removed 1 gold from my pouch.
As have I.
Happy to contribute.
Hey, Tharsis, maybe you and I can share a tent. We can split it.
Fine.
I will add a tent. That means you're bunking with me there, Uncle Chubbs.
Would you like to carry the tent?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing a tent with you, but I also don't mind sleeping out in the cold. I do it quite a bit.
See much else at the moment. Can't afford a climber's kit. So that might come in handy at some point. But...
Yeah. Well, I've got a adventurer's kit or something.
yeah,
Where is it?
we have a bedroll, crampons. I have the hunting trap. I think it's where it says dash adventure gear is part of your adventure set.
Oh, yeah.
Rations. All right. Well, I can't think of anything else. Anything you guys need before we head off?
I'm good.
I'm good for now, but I think, are you able to... You are a blacksmith, right?
Oh, yeah. We're both very good blacksmiths.
Well, do you think you would be capable of making a couple of hunting traps that are strong enough for yetis?
And they look at each
Maybe
other.
some other wildlife creatures?
They look at each other and they say, that's going to require a lot of material. Yetis are huge. How do we do that? And the other one looks back and says, shut up, just say yes. And the other one says, yeah, sure, of course we can make a Yeti trap for you. It's just going to take probably a month.
Sure. I mean, how much do you think this would end up costing you to make?
And you could see them turn back to each other and talk, and they're just like, this next round, and then they're whispering to each other, trying to like figure something out, and they say, 5 gold pieces. Very specialty thing.
Here's what we can do for you. How about I give you 1 gold piece to start making a couple of traps so you can get some materials. And then, once they're finished, I will give you 3 gold pieces to pick them up. And then if I come back alive, I'll give you another gold piece so you have your 5.
That sounds like a terrible deal.
Well, I mean, I think it incentivizes you to make a very quality product.
No, we're good. It's 5 gold pieces or nothing.
I'd like to roll for persuasion.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, we rolled something.
I got a 19.
So she turns to you and she says, okay, give me 3 gold pieces now and 2 gold pieces when I'm done. I don't care about whether you come back alive or not.
I do, but... Alright, you have yourself a deal.
Great. And she just holds her hand out.
Alright, and I hand over 3 gold pieces. They have been removed from my inventory.
Okay, great. And they say, well, pleasure doing business with you. Is there anything else we can help you purchase?
Just a random question. Do you have any, like, dog armor laying around?
Dog armor?
Yeah, boy, look at him. Look at boy right there. He's naked as a skunk.
I mean, boy looks really nice, but I'm sorry, we don't have dog armor.
Thought I'd ask. But for real though, think about how dope would that be if they actually were like, yeah, actually in the back we have dog armor.
I know, right? Yeah, we got full-fledged chainmail dog armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we should
Battle dog.
totally armor up.
Boy just literally starts doing backflips.
You know what, though? Boy has survived.
Yeah,
So
he's
far,
he's literally a tough boy.
He's a tough cookie.
Tough boy. Boy's a tough boy.
Well, I think we have everything we need. This guy's life really could be hanging in the balance. We should probably head out.
I agree. Let's get on out of here.
So at this point, it's probably about 11 o'clock.
So we
PM?
wasted an
AM.
hour in this town.
I
Seems
think
about
we did.
right. And how long? It's 11 hours to the next one? So we get there like 10 o'clock?
Yep, it's 11 hours.
Wow.
Jesse, can I see the big map? Can we go back to the big map?
Yep.
Or do we need to leave town first?
No, you can see the big map.
I have 2 points of order outside of the game. One, I happen to be streaming to YouTube for funsies, and every video stream that we're getting, except for Jared, is frozen.
Oh no.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, so people get to see my gorgeousness?
Yes. Everybody
What's
else
up?
is just
What's
the
up,
same
tubes
thing.
of Yube?
I'll be honest, just like every other time, John just like looks great. He's just like,
Big old smile.
this is how he's frozen.
John Frozen looks better than me just being normal. All
I
the
look
time.
like
know.
I
He's
look
so
like I'm
photogenic.
super
It makes-
distressed.
I love it.
Oh,
my
My
God.
second question is, I found maps that are literally the same maps you are showing us and that were in the foldout. They're like PDFs on the internet. Is it okay if I have those maps up? They don't seem to have any additional information. Is that cool to have just like up
yeah, totally.
at my leisure? Okay, cool.
Oh, good. He said yes because I have the same thing up.
Nice. Yeah, there's this place
See.
called
Jesse, if I have like the handbook open as a PDF on my thing, just so I can remember names, is that
I have
cool?
the Monster Guide and an Icewind Dale Dungeon Master book. That's cool, right?
Yeah. Is it bad that I'm seeing that there's a hidden cameo that Strahd shows up at some point?
I don't know what Strahd is, but it sounds like you're cheating.
It was, yeah. No, it was. It's from a different campaign that me and Jesse and Brian Wheatley did. He was the main bad guy. It would be really bad news if he showed up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, this is real bad on the stream. So give me a second. We're gonna push pause on this. So hold on a second.
Uncle Chubbs is now Nolan.
And Nolan is now part of the map, and also
nice.
the top part of Jesse's browser.
I knew it. I knew that one day Nolan was gonna mold into the actual map.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were going to say into a web browser.
Oh yeah, that also. Yeah. Every time you guys have seen Nolan in person, it's actually not. It was completely different level of web browser, just on a different level of advanced than we can imagine.
Why do you think I never give any of you a hug?
He's a super pre-release version of Chrome.
Yeah.
You've heard of AR, and you always thought like, oh, we'll add you some glasses or something to augment reality for you. No, like Nolan is actual AR.
Yep.
He is
augmented reality.
Augmented.
The reality of augmentation.
I was wondering why every time I poked you, you'd start glitching out for a second. Yeah. I thought you just didn't like being poked, but that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, occasionally I'd notice we were speaking, and there would just be like a random, frame rate, like a hang.
Yeah.
Was happening.
Yeah. Buffering. You're like, Nolan, what'd you say? No, what'd you say?
What do you mean?
Guys,
What do you mean what I say?
just
Buffering.
Would you like to add this as a bookmark,
Yeah.
or make this
Katy
your home
Perry,
page?
like a firework, playing now.
Would you like to allow this website to send you notifications?
Yeah.
Never.
Do you like cookies? Turn me on. I mean, it on.
You're quite good at turning me on.
Nolan, what do you have to say for yourself? Because these are all things I've experienced with you.
I got nothing to say.
Okay, that's fair. All of
Sounds
us
like
know
another
that.
hang.
Yeah, all of us know what you just drank, Nolan, is not actually a soda or anything.
I happen to wait. I have a question. We're broadcasting, right?
We are.
Yes.
Never mind. Anyway,
hold on.
this would be more than a $400
Oh yeah.
character sheet.
Yeah.
We're back. We're going back. We're back. Everything's great.
We're back.
Um,
So
Uncle Chubbs is
can we make it to Care Denival faster and then see if we should continue for today?
yeah, so Care Denival is probably like 8 hours away. 7 hours away.
Seems like
I have a separate question.
Yes.
I have heard about the existence of the Dwarven Valley. Is that a potential shortcut that we could take?
I think that was the other way that we were discussing earlier, but we wanted to go along the path so we had the best chance of finding
Yeah, we
Garrett.
decided to go through Brinchiner so we can chat with people.
That is what Keeley suggested.
If,
Maybe at this point it's not any faster because we'll have to backtrack around to
yeah.
This is
Tourmaline.
true. Plus, it sounds like this is the way Garrett would have gone through Careconing.
Yeah.
But if we don't see him, we can go back through the valley.
Yeah, we should retrace his steps and follow his path.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's go to Dinaval and see what happens. That's also a lot of us going through a lot of woods, so we have no idea if there's a potential something going down.
Sorry, our DM wouldn't do that to us, so we're good.
Of course.
It's not like this has all been just character building and questioning for the last.
I can't
session.
honestly. I can't wait for our first battle.
I haven't rolled any dice, guys.
I have, and
Me
it
talking to
hasn't
my
been
Nolan,
friends.
you gotta do more risky things, Nolan. That's what gets you to the
I
befriend an animal.
I looked
Also,
I looked
you
if I
ask
could
a
talk
lot
to
of
the dog.
questions, but don't roll for it. You're like, can we do this? Do it, and then when Jessica says no, say, I want her to roll for it.
Oh well, yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
you should just start. Yeah, when somebody says something to you that you don't want to hear, just be like, "Can I roll for that?"
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
Steven has implemented that in his player already.
It's the way to do it.
All right, so I guess we're gonna leave Bryn Shander.
Okay.
All right, Bryn Shander.
You guys start heading towards Bryn Shander. And
Leaving Bryn Shander.
leaving Bryn Shander.
Leaving Vinchender for Dinaval. As soon as you walk out of the blacksmith place, there's 3 Yetis right in front of you. Just start beating the crap out of you.
Okay, as you guys are leaving Bryn Shander, things are getting a little bit crazy on the road. So you guys are about here, and visibility starts to go down significantly. The wind is kicking up, and it feels like a crazy storm that you guys are entering into. And stand by,
What time is it?
like in the game.
Yeah.
It's probably like
Like
11:30 in the morning.
Great.
Morning storm.
Oh, I love me a good brush storm.
Okay, so boom, 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 boom. And so as you guys are traveling down the road, or what you think is the road, I want who's in front? Like, what's your guys' marching order right now?
Can I claim self-proclaimed fearless leader that Lando's in the front?
I'm definitely in
was
the
a
front.
must.
Because
He is
I may
captain.
or may not be the actual leader of this group.
I also like to
But
say I
I
said
definitely want
self-proclaimed.
everybody to think I am. Yeah, that's me. What do I
Okay.
need to roll?
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
All right. Okay. I got a 9.
Okay, that's good enough. So after about 15, 20 minutes of walking away from Bryn Shander, Steven, you, knowing the terrain pretty well, you start to realize that you guys are no longer on the path that you need to be on.
You know, despite mainly sticking to the water in the past, this path I know pretty well. I don't think we're on it anymore. We need to turn back and retrace our steps, I'm sorry to say. We're off of the Eastway path.
Yeah, based off what I'm looking at, we're no longer on the path. I've been in these woods many times.
Are we in the woods? Can't even see around me.
Well, it seems like the woods if I'm looking around, but I also know when you're in these woods, it's really hard to even get out of them.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. being around here for a long time, I don't think us turning around is gonna help us because it's gonna make us more lost.
Well, it being so windy, I'm not sure steps and the snow are going to last. So if we're going to turn back and follow them back to the path, we should do that now.
Yes, we don't want to be out here in the middle of a storm. Let's turn back.
Does anybody have a compass? Wait, I probably have a compass. I can't confirm that.
Lando, I have a compass. You know where it's at?
Yes.
It's right here.
Oh. I definitely have navigator's tools. It doesn't explicitly say I have a compass. It just says navigator's tools, thieves' tools, and vehicles water.
And what?
Oh, those are my proficiencies. Never mind. I have navigator's tools.
Okay.
Probably got a compass in there. That's just
It seems like I would. It doesn't
real guess.
spell out
It's a real smart guess.
what navigator's tools are.
Okay, yeah, you have a compass.
Awesome. I would like to lead us back to the path using the compass and my sailor's intuition.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a... What do I want you to roll? A history check.
For maybe if you're lucky.
Performance, perhaps.
A history check.
I was gonna say
Damn
probably
it.
history. That was my guess.
Oh, actually, that's not bad. I got a 14.
Okay, great. Steven, you can discern looking at your compass and just your intuition that you need to turn around, and if you head straight, then you will probably most likely get yourself back to Bryn Shander.
All right, I do that. Hey, everybody, we're off the path. Follow me. I know how to get us back onto the east way.
All right, sounds good.
Towards Bryn Shander.
How was Jesse? How was Boy doing during all this?
Boy is he's sticking really close to Bakugo.
Well, they're buddies.
Yeah, Kugo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little jealous because I really, really, really wanted Uncle Chubbs to become best friends with this dog.
It must be my animal.
But it clearly seems like there's yeah, it's fine. We're fine. I'm fine. Okay, I'm fine.
So as you guys are heading back towards what you think you were heading back towards Bryn Shander, all of a sudden you guys you can't really see anything, but you start to see dark figures kind of roaming around you in all directions.
Did you all see those too, or is the storm playing tricks on me?
I definitely saw them, and I don't like them.
Yeah, I think I saw some Ghibli ghosts around somewhere.
I look down at Boy and see if he's reacting to them as well.
Good.
Yeah, Boy is now like completely agitated. He's barking, and he is clearly like not comfortable. Like he's definitely alerting you guys to something.
Jesse, does Uncle Chubbs have a small understanding of what he thinks he's seeing?
Roll a perception check.
17.
Helps.
Okay, yeah. So, Uncle Chubbs, you being the oldest person in the group, you start to recognize that these are small creatures that might look like large lizards or medium-sized lizards.
Okay, Uncle Chubbs says to the group, "Oh, goodness. Boys, I've faced these before. I think y'all need to prepare yourself."
What are they, Chubbs?
I can't quite recall the name of them, but these are some nasty fellers.
What kind of nasty fellers?
Well, you ever seen like a small lizard on the floor crawling around? You're like, "Oh, look at you, scaly little handsome boy." You ever think that?
Not particularly, but I have seen them, and I've thought, oh, you're cold-blooded, so in these days when it's super cold out, I don't have to worry about you, because you can't move.
Yeah, so everything you just said, big talky boy, imagine that, but like a lot larger and aren't friendly.
But still
And
can't
as
move, right?
as you guys are talking, all of a sudden, you hear a noise, and Captain Lando, does a 13 hit you?
Ooh, I don't know. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So, Captain Lando, as you and Uncle Chubbs are talking, you see right across your face a javelin shoot between you and Uncle Chubbs as you're talking, and it goes right past your face, and you feel the wind. Like, it's a blizzard outside, but you still feel the javelin shoot across your face. That's how close it was. And go ahead and roll. Let's roll for initiative.
Yeah, let's go. Finally, let's go.
All right, I take it back. I was okay with not rolling.
I rolled in D&D. I mean, 20. Wait, D&D.
Oh, should we roll in there? Is that easier?
It doesn't matter. Just
Hey,
tell me
he
what you
can
got.
see.
I didn't roll 20, Justin. Jared got an unnatural 20.
Okay. No,
That's unnatural. So
That's unnatural.
what'd you get, Nolan?
17.
Okay. Captain Lando.
14.
14?
14.
Okay.
Like Fortnite.
Oh,
Fortnites.
And I got a 17 as well.
Nice.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so all of a sudden you guys see 5 medium-sized figures coming towards you, and you hear one of them laughing and says, "Oh, suckers, getting caught in the storm just like everybody else. They're gonna be tasty snack."
Is there any way we can have us creatures on a map?
No, I'm sorry, I don't have anything for it.
Visibility's too bad. We can't do it on the map, the giant map here.
Sure.
If not, no big deal. Visibility's bad, so maybe we can't.
You can't see, but I'll put them on here just for you guys. How's that?
Oh, that's sweet.
So
What a guy. What a DM.
you guys have all this here. And at this point, there's 3 in front of you that you can see, 3 figures. You can't really make out like what's really happening, but there's 3 in front of you and then 2 behind you, and you guys are like in the middle here. But they're all within probably 20 feet of you guys. And at this point, Boy's just barking. Okay, so the 3 in front are going to just hurl javelins at. It's going to be Uncle Chubbs, Bakugo, and Captain Lando again.
Again?
Yep. Okay, going for Captain Lando. Does a 14 hit you?
My armor class is 14.
Okay, I think you're safe.
You have the advantage. Yeah, you always have the advantage if they match you.
All right, Bakugo, does a 13 hit you?
No.
Great.
No, Uncle Chubbs is going to get a nat 20.
Okay, Uncle Chubbs, does a 6 hit you? Probably not.
Oh, sure doesn't.
Okay. Okay, so they all miss.
Uncle Chubbs lifts up his skirt as the javelin goes through his legs.
Okay, Uncle Chubbs, you're up.
I'm up?
Yeah, you're
Oh, cool.
top after them.
Do I, even with the storm right now, do I have the ability to see distance? Like, at least a measurement of what I think?
Yeah, you can tell they're about 20 feet away from you right now.
Okay. Cool. So I am going to, I guess it doesn't, I guess it kind of matters. Let's see. Where would I be at in the circle? Jesse, if you could predict which one's closest to me?
You
You want to just say this one? Let's say this
one.
one's the closest to me.
Yeah.
So this one right here, let's say it's maybe behind me. Uncle Chubbs, Uncle Chubbs kind of does this like, before he does what he does, Uncle Chubbs kind of like cracks his neck, and he kind of goes, and he grabs his fingers and he goes, okay, boy, it's time to shine. And Uncle Chubbs turns around, and to the this lizard figure here, Uncle Chubbs is going to launch a fire bolt directly at this creature's like full-fledged abdomen.
Okay. Roll the hit.
That is going to be a 19.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay, and this is going to be a 1d10 for damage plus fire damage. And that is going to be a 10.
And you're doing firebolt, you said?
Fire bolt, correct, yeah, which
And you got a 10?
I got a 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you see that as fire damage, right, Jesse? So it's...
Yeah.
Okay.
La, 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 la.
Oh, look at the meow meow.
Kitty.
This is Eva. Her character name is El Meow Meow.
El meow meow.
Meow meow.
Okay, Jared, Uncle Chubbs hurls his firebolt at the creature, and you guys all see a flame ignite out of Uncle Chubbs' hands, and you see it go directly towards the creature, and it hits like right in its face, and the creature literally catches fire and falls to the ground as it burns.
Oh.
Dang.
Is it shrieking in pain or is it
It is no longer moving. They killed it.
Okay, I was waiting for that dead word.
Whoa! Whoa. Well, that was gruesome but impressive.
All right, and now it is Bakugo's turn.
All right, let's see, not to be outdone by my good friend. All right, this is a lot for this spell. Hang on, I'm going to cast Infestation on the one just to the right of that.
Okay, so this one here is dead. This one here is the one you're casting?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So you cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on the creature you see within range. Must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or takes 1d6 poison and moves 5 feet in a random direction. If it can move and its speed is at least 5 feet, roll a d4 for its direction. 12. Constitution saving throw of 12.
A Constitution saving throw of 12. Okay, stand by. Stand by. A natural 20.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wowza.
Well, that's a bummer. What are my bonus actions? Okay, I guess I'm done.
Okay, great. And it is now Tharsis' turn.
Okay, so how close are these guys to us?
So you're probably like right here. It's about, this one's 20, this one's about 25, this one's about 20, and that one's about 25 from you.
Okay, so I would like to throw my hand axe
Oh.
at the one that is next to the one that is dead.
He's the
Okay.
angry elf.
Great. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so we're just gonna roll the hit. 18 plus 4, 22.
That'll definitely hit.
So I throw that, and it hits with 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. Yeah, you hit him like right in the shoulder, like the left shoulder.
Okay.
And the axe is like sticking in him, and you see him trying to like pull it out of his shoulder, of his own shoulder, and it's very painful, and he's very distracted.
It's like Thanos.
And yeah. And okay, is that your turn?
I'd like to use my bonus action for 2-weapon fighting
Okay.
to throw my other axe at him.
Okay. Okay, so you got the 2 axes.
Yeah, so that is a 9.
And do you even have your axes equipped?
I think so.
You have like nothing equipped on here.
Oh, none of your stuff's equipped. You should at least put your chainmail on, because that affects your armor
I think
class.
I did it. You might need to refresh.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I see it now. Okay, you won't have your longsword equipped right now if you have 2 hand axes.
Oh, okay.
Or your shield. You don't have a shield. But you do have your chainmail.
So deactivate the shield.
Yep.
Is it basically shield or chainmail?
No, if you 2-handed fighting, like weapon
Oh,
fighting.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you're not
wouldn't be
able
able to
to like have a shield in your hand.
Got it.
Okay, so
I just picture him with a shield and an axe in one hand, and then an axe and a freaking sword. And the other, he's just carrying like 4 weapons in his hands, like juggling them, holding them up.
okay, go ahead and throw your other axe to hit.
Okay, so I already rolled it. I got a 9.
Okay, a 9 does not hit.
Okay.
So you throw your second axe, and it flies past him.
Okay. And that's all I'll do.
All right, Captain Lando, you're up.
Is anybody within 5 feet of one of these monsters?
No.
Okie dokie.
They're spread out probably like 15 to 20 feet apart, and then you guys are about 20 feet apart away from them.
Okay, and are any of these monsters within 5 feet of each other?
Say it again.
Are any of these creatures, monsters, within 5 feet of each other?
No, they're like 15 feet apart
No,
from each other.
They're 10 to
Dang
15
it.
feet apart from each other.
Okay. Then, in that case, I feel like the closest one to me is probably this one down here.
Okay.
How far is he? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's about 20 feet
ignore
away
that.
from you.
How many?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. So I guess I would like to move towards him and then attack him with my rapier.
Okay.
To hit, ooh, I got a 7.
To hit?
That hit?
No, it won't hit.
Oh, okay. That's kind of what I expected. For my bonus action, to hit him again with... That was a slash down with my rapier, and this is like continuing the motion, and I'm slashing, and it looks graceful. And so this is a natural one, total of 6.
Your rapier
like
is not a light weapon, so you cannot 2-weapon fight. It would have to be a separate weapon.
Oh, okay. Then it's my short sword.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
All right, 17. Saved by my own ineptitude.
And then in the future, you can only have your short sword, and you can have another short sword, or you can have a short sword and a dagger. You can't have your rapier and a short sword.
Okay, understood.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
Yeah, that was a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Awesome.
And you're aiming for this guy, right?
We got 7 damage.
Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Super duper. It was not a big fan of that. And I'm gonna put you guys on here just because it's gonna be easier to understand. Actually, just gonna do this. Oops. Nope. Don't need 2 bakugos.
I'm just that good.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know. This is really rough, but you get the idea. Okay, it is the bad guy's turn. These 2 guys are going to go together, and one of them is going to throw a javelin at Tharsis.
It's a good thing he put his armor on.
Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay. The other one is going to throw one at Bakugo.
When I heard you say the when you started with a B, I thought you said boy, and I was about to get real angry.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. That will not hit. And so these guys are really bad.
Does boy see that we're in trouble and just
He's just barking at this
pull
point.
off?
Yeah, he's barking.
Is he close to Uncle Chubb?
He's standing close to Bakugo still.
Oh
Okay.
boy. Yeah, we're in a battle. I think we're gonna finish this fight and then we're done.
Okay, it is the other guys, these guys up top, their turn now. And they're going to run up to Bakugo. This one's going to run up to Bakugo, and this one's going to run up to Captain Lando. And the first one's going to attack Bakugo with a dagger.
Wow.
And I'm assuming a 7 does not hit you.
Negative.
Okay, the other one's going to also attack Captain Lando with a dagger, and I'm assuming 11 does not hit you.
It does not.
Okay, and you get a closer look at these guys. They look like little baby, like humanoid, like middle school sized dragons.
Cute.
Okay, Uncle Chubbs, you're up.
Okay, I would like to move
Okay.
if I can.
Yep.
I'm not sure distance-wise, but I'd like to go about here.
Okay.
Kind of in between these guys, but still not like I don't want to match them in terms of distance. Where they're on my left and right, I want to be able to have them kind of.
Okay, you can probably go like right there, and then they're still like 10 feet away from you and 20 feet away from each other.
Okay. Oh, 20 feet away from each other? You said 15 earlier.
Okay, 15 feet. Yeah.
And then I would like to attempt to do Burning Hands.
Okay.
What do you need to know about Burning Hands, or can you see that?
As you hold your hands with thumbs touching, your fingers spread, and a thin sheet of flames shoots forth from your outstretched fingertips. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature that fails takes 3d6 fire damage, or half as much on a successful one. Okay.
So
Holy crap.
Is that coney enough for you?
Yeah, I'd say so. They're about 15 feet apart. You know, you
go.
definitely,
Okay.
I think, could definitely do it.
Okay, then I will officially cast Burning Hands.
Okay, I will roll to see how these guys do. It's a dexterity.
I believe so, yeah. Dexterity saving throw. Yeah, dexterity of 13 they need to do.
This one is successful. This one is not. So go ahead and roll damage.
For one of them?
No, go ahead and roll damage for both, and then one of them gets the full load, and the other one.
The first one
Gets
is
half.
14 damage,
Oh.
and the second one
No,
is
it's the 14 damage
10
is-
damage.
The 14 is for everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
this one. How would you like to describe killing this one?
I just kind of doing this very sinister chuckle laugh as I'm like doing this like spread of like cones coming out of my fingers. All you can hear Uncle Chubb's doing is just kind of doing an old man cackle like a
All right, it catches on fire and dies.
Dang.
Whoa.
And then the other one is like on fire, but it puts itself out, and it is not looking great.
and Uncle Chubb's is done.
All right, Bakugo, your turn.
Alright, so this one right in front of me, I'm going to take my quarterstaff, which, oh, maybe I can't have both those equipped. We will look at that in a second. But I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
7 plus 4, 21 to hit.
Oh, that'll definitely hit. Who are you hitting? This guy in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I need a D8 plus 2. That's this one. Nope, not this one. 6 plus 2, 8 damage.
Okay. Describe how you will kill this guy in front of you.
So I take my quarterstaff and I just hit him on the side of the head, and it causes his neck to break.
Okay. Ouchie.
Ouchie wawa.
Ouchie, ouchies. All right. Tharsis, you're up.
All right. Well, since I've thrown my weapons, now I will probably just. If I wanted to grab them, but that would be an action.
Yeah. Grabbing any weapon at this point is an action. Even if it's on you.
Ah, I got it. So I could pull out my sword, but it would be an action.
Correct.
I see. Then I shall just go towards. How far is? Let's see. I guess I'm on the outer edge of this map. How far is the bottom?
It's about 35 feet away from you, I'd say.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I will move a little bit more central to these guys.
Okay.
But not super close, and then I'll just use my action to pull out the long sword.
Great. Okay. Sounds good. Captain Lando, you're up.
So I appear to be pretty close to this dude over here on the right. On
Yes.
the
He was
east side.
close enough to try and stab you with a dagger.
Wow, that's not nice. I guess one thing I would like to do is, all right, let me know if I can do this. I would like to sheathe my previous weapons that were at the ready and pull out the ice dagger, and I would like to attack with the ice dagger.
You can pull out the ice dagger, but that would be your action.
Can I use my bonus action, which is 2-weapon fighting, to attack after this? Also, I do not have the damage for an ice dagger. I added that as a custom inventory item.
Yeah.
So you'll have to tell me damage and
Right.
stuff.
So you cannot use 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action because you didn't make an attack first.
All right, so what I did instead is I still got my short sword out.
Okay. And that was
and
your
we
action.
just- Yep, I've still got my. Well, I haven't made an action.
Oh yeah, you
still
already
have
had
my
your short sword was still with you. Yes.
And my rapier is just like away. We're gonna pretend that slashed and away,
Okay.
past. So I would like to attack with my short sword with this gentleman near me to the east.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
I got a 7.
That'll not hit. You swing your sword and it ducks out of the way and it laughs at you like a kid avoiding a spanking.
Now, for 2-weapon fighting, do I need to use a second different weapon?
Yes. You need to have 2 short swords.
Well, I do have a daggers.
You just don't have it equipped.
I mean, I do now, but I don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to perform an unarmed strike. So
You already
I kinda
attacked,
like-
so you can't attack again.
Wait, but my 2-weapon fighting.
You don't
My
have-
other
The
weapon
two
is my
weapon fighting
fist.
is with
You-
the same. It has to be the same
It has to
weapon.
be a light.
So it's like
it has to be a light finesse, a light weapon.
light finesse. So it's like having a dagger and you swipe one dagger and then you can use the other dagger.
Yeah.
It's got to be like pretty much the same weapon.
I know, man. Having one action really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is super lame.
Welcome to the majority of
didn't
D&D
understand.
characters.
Maybe at the blacksmith, you should have bought a rusty short sword.
It seems like it. I didn't realize the constraints. So I can't do. So I have a question. In the future, could I do a short sword and dagger?
Okay, let's like click on 2-weapon fighting, and you can read it.
Yeah.
Just read that over real quick. But essentially, you have to
Yeah.
have two light weapons in your hand when you're making an attack. And when you make one attack with a light weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can then take another light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand, and you can attack with those two. That's how it would work.
So basically, prior to this, if you used your action to pull out the ice dagger prior, and you had the ice dagger and the short sword, then you could have done the duel. But you can't do that because the ice dagger's not out.
Yeah, which is fair. But an unarmed strike is a light melee weapon. Is that?
It's like a fist fight.
It is a unarmed melee attack. It's not a light weapon. It's-
Okay.
I mean,
Then I
Yeah.
would like to disengage
you want to
as my
disengage?
bonus action, which means that this does not open me up to opportunity.
Okay.
You're saying after the sword attack, you're good. You're done.
Yeah, apparently there's nothing else now.
Okay.
Second weapon attack, which is weird, but okay. Yeah,
Okay,
so I disengage.
sounds good.
He was going for the Aragorn thing.
Where are
where
you
like,
going? Like,
stab somebody.
Can
and
you
then
you
go
can
for a
move your
punch as
character
well.
around, Steven.
Yeah.
You can move Lando around, Steven, to where you want to go.
I would like to move up here. Oops, I can't use my keys. I moved up here.
Okay, great. All right, it is now this guy's turn here. He is going to go up to Uncle Chubbs, like, very slowly, because most of his body's completely burned up. And he tries to take out...
Boy.
He tries to take out his dagger that he has behind him, and he pulls out nothing, and he realizes he has nothing on him because everything burned up, and he just looks like he's gonna like teeter, and then he just falls over and he dies.
Let's go, dude. I love that.
So there's that guy. Okay, it is now.
Hard work over here for me.
Yeah, it's this guy's turn, and he is going to come over, and he's going to follow Captain Lando. And he is going to, he is going to try and dagger you, and he lands with a 22,
boy.
my guess.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, and he will give you 5 points
Ooh,
of 5
I
points of
have
damage.
a dodge of some sort.
Okay.
I don't think I have the same cool, uncanny dodge like I had in the past. I think this is just a bonus action. Yeah, I didn't take dodge, and I took disengage. I did not take dodge, so I don't think this applied.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, it lands for, where was it? 5 damage to you.
I was gonna say, please tell me it feels like because they're so small, it feels like a little toothpick.
No,
jabbed in the
it's
side
like
of his-
a
side of his
legit dagger.
body.
It's a legit dagger that goes into Captain Lando's thigh, and kind of like he kind of pulls it down a little bit. So he's like stabs you, and then he starts to like bring it down just a little bit. while it's in your leg. And it
Ow.
is Uncle Chubb's turn.
Uncle Chubb's being unbelievably displeased with that. Okay. Uncle Chubb's being very displeased with that. He is going to turn over and kind of do this very like face as Lando's getting stabbed, and he is going to use Firebolt again.
Okay.
Which my range on that is 120 feet, so I don't think I'm concerned about it.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to firebolt the freaking crap out of this guy.
Firebolt.
Oh, it's a nat 1.
Ooh.
So that is plus 5, so that's a 6.
Okay.
No.
Doesn't matter. You nat 1. So as you cast, as you
freaking scorch Lando.
as you gear up to shoot the firebolt, you get your hands ready, and you're like getting ready to shoot off, but like your hands get caught in your own beard, and and you catch your beard on fire. Go ahead and take 1 d4 worth of damage to yourself.
Wait, you said 1
Pretty
what?
good way to get hurt.
1 d4.
1 d4?
Yep.
Oh, it's a 4.
Ouchies. That's a big burn on your face.
That is a big burn for Uncle Chubbs.
So,
Do I have the ability after I do this to instantly kind of and then just dive face into the snow, like face first, directly into the snow?
yeah, you can absolutely do that, but you are now incapacitated or like prone in the snow,
Okay.
and you'll have to take an action to get up next
Okay,
turn.
that's fine. Yep, sounds great.
Fair enough.
Sounds great.
All right,
There's one left. Hopefully you guys can make this happen.
Bakugo, you're up.
I'm going to cast Infestation on the one remaining guy. Constitution saving throw of 12.
12. He fails.
Excellent. And he takes 3 damage.
3 damage.
And then he moves 5 feet to the east.
Okay. There you go. 5 feet
Get a
to the
Lando.
east.
Opportunity attack.
Okay. It is now Tharsis' turn.
Oh, does he not get an opportunity attack?
No, if he got pushed. No.
He runs away from the fleas and things.
Oh, and then I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Lando gets an opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack with my short sword. Oh! Nat 20, 25.
Wow. Nice.
Atta boy.
As I see this lizard dragon tween running away, I,
good.
in a ninja-like spiral,
Okay.
do a slash at him,
Yep.
or towards him,
For how much
and
damage?
the damages I do are 11.
Okay.
11 damages.
Make him do an
Yeah.
athletics throw, and then the damage is half if he doesn't.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on board.
How do you
Or acrobatics, maybe. Like,
They're
I'm trying
acrobatics,
to
yeah.
show off here.
finalize the blow, the death blow?
Oh, this is 100% a. I'm embarrassed, and I have to make this happen. So it looks a little forced, but this is definitely like a jump, twirl, stab, super hard, like down the head into the neck and body. You know.
Yeah.
So he goes from I'm alive and like bleh,
Oh, shrimp
like
kebab.
gross,
Oh,
like
man.
gross dead.
Oh, gross. Okay. Yeah. Congratulations. You guys just killed a bunch of creatures. that
Oh, yeah.
tried to ambush you in the middle of a blizzard.
Take that, tweens. Little ragamuffins.
Did you guys see? I burned them. I burned all of them.
You burned your own face.
Yeah, you
dude.
burned everyone all right, including yourself over there.
Yeah, as I'm still laying on the floor, by the way. Like, I'm looking from the ground, I'm looking up at them.
They didn't hurt me at all.
Lando, your face is tweaking.
Hey, does anybody have any bandages?
I've got fire, I can scorch it for you.
Seal it all up.
Nice. All right, guys. I think we're gonna end it there for the night, and we'll continue next Sunday.
Good.
And yeah, super fun. I know there's a lot of traveling and a lot of conversation, but this is kind of like the basics of open world. Which, yeah, Icewind Dale is definitely open world. You guys could kind of do whatever you want. It matters of how you go about it. So, let's first say goodbye to the stream.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching us. Uncle Chubbs loves
Good
you.
night, buddy.